I learned about integrity through that because, then at Def Jam, I remember years later, I said something. We'd have A&R meetings, right? And this was when Def Jam went with Island Def Jam, right? And I remember sitting in the A&R meeting, and you would go in A&R meeting, and everybody would bring their music that they want to sign.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what do you think? Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Da da da. Okay, so they brought some stuff, and the hidden unspoken rule is, I got your back, you get my back, you get his back.
Okay. Oh.
Everybody say yes, so we still keep our jobs and get our project signed. So I did that. And I remember Leor Cohen, who was like the president, Russell's partner, pulls me aside that night on the way home. He's like, hey, let me tell you something. You're in the big leagues now. I know for a fact you didn't like none of that shit, but you said, I go, and he was like my dad. He's like a father figure to me. He taught me a lot. I go, no, I think it all sucked. He's like, well, why'd you say it? I was like, because I'm just going along so they could say yes to me. He goes, well, you know what? I don't want you doing that. I hired you because I want you to be the truth. And if they hate you, because this was going to happen. If I sign all these bands and they all fail, and then you complain like, yo, well, I'm going to tell you, like, you said it was good too. So what the fuck? So then between those two things, I was like, you know what? Integrity.
Yeah.
That's why to this day, no offense to any skate shop out there, to this day, I have never, ever, ever, ever sold a shop board.
Oh, really? Yeah.
To this day, I do not sell shop boards. I'm stupid, but I feel if I sell a shop board, well, $35, $60, you're taking away from a pro.
Sure.
You're taking away from Ashad. You're taking away from, whomever, Dane, whoever. You're taking away money from them because a kid, and it trips me out when I go in certain shops, which will remain nameless, that even some pros own. You go into the shop and there's 30 boards on the wall that are shop boards and like 10, 15 boards that are like pro boards. It's like, yeah, I get it, you make more money, but you're killing the sport. It was like in the late 90s, it was like the blank craze, the mini logos.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't sell those because Kareem was like, the fuck you gonna sell those? We're selling Menace, we're selling World, we're selling,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he gets a royalty on that.
So I still don't. And certain brands recognize that, like Deluxe, Jim Thiebaud.
Oh yeah.
He gives me like extra love and NHS, and they recognize like, wow, like he's in it for the long haul.
Sure.
And I'm very passionate about it, and I have my integrity. I'll never ever I'll never back down from that, and that's why I'm kind of like the unspoken most hated man in the industry. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people I meet later, like that I know of, I never met. They'd be scared to talk to me. Not scared, but like, oh, this person said he's a dick, and But then when I meet them, like later on, they're like, yeah, man, like, yeah, like so and so said that like you're this and that, like you're fucking cool, like
Hell
I'm like, yeah, I know that, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I just speak my mind, and I say it for a reason. I don't say it just to hate, like we were saying before. I just don't hate because it's like, so.
Like it's a reflex.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I want to be loved by everybody. I want everybody to love each other. I want like synergy, but it's just like I've done so much for the industry, and a lot of people in the industry, they've used Brooklyn Projects as a stepping stone.
Sure.
And Brooklyn House.
Yeah.
Because, even like the big slap in the face, and I didn't even bring it up. These are some pro friends that that were on your show that are good friends of mine. They even brought up, like when they did the movie mid-90s.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill goes on there and starts saying, yeah, I was around the skate scene and everybody used to hang out at this one shop, Hot Rod in Westwood. No, dude, nobody hung out there. It was what you're emulating with the characters trying to be like Billy Valdez, and this one's like Reem, and this one's like Keenan. That was Brooklyn House on Melrose.
Right.
In the 90s, there was no other skate shop. When Renee's closed, it was Brooklyn House. Nobody went to Hot Rod.
Well, people were hanging out at Hot Rod. I was one of them, but it was before.
It was you and fucking Anthony Van Engelen. That's the only people that.
Robbie McKinley and Cameron Postfruit. It was like, we had our crew. It was a different crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It wasn't. People would go in there, but it wasn't.
Of course, but it wasn't
out.
like the scene at Brooklyn House where those
Sure.
guys were drinking. I mean, I have videos of them hanging out, drinking, Claxton hanging out there, fucking this
Well,
one.
they all lived over there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they're bringing it up to me like, dude, that was like Brooklyn House, and the fact that they didn't like. I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I get it. He's got.
But they didn't even give Hot Rod any love either. It wasn't. The skate shop wasn't Hot Rod.
They called it Motor. You kind of, you knew.
They made up a skate shop to depict what was.
That was kind of like every skate shop in the early '90s.
What?
Whatever. Just like kids hanging out there.
Of course, but around. but as far as like, you know, I used to go around in the '90s to certain shops. You wouldn't see. You come into my shop any day of the week. Sure enough, there's Keenan hanging out there. There's Gino, Eric Kopecki, Billy Valdez, Fabian Alomar. They're all hanging out there drinking. Justin Pierce when you come to town, Howard Hunter, Peter Bisi, all hanging out.
Yeah.
They all hang out there. That was like their go-to. Then we'd all go out because I was the key to get into these fucking A-list clubs. Yeah. So it was like that's where everyone would meet up. And that was there was other shops that had their pros and then whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like skate shops in general are always like a hangout spot.
Yeah,
you know, like
I heard you wanted too much money for them to use your name in the movie.
Hey man, if $1.2 million is too much money, sorry, I would have knocked. See, I need you as my agent. You could have knocked it down.
Yeah.